Okay, so we're here at Malbork Castle for Medieval Fair, which I'm really excited about because Malbork Castle is the largest castle in the world. It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and the Medieval Fair at the largest castle in the world, which is pretty cool, I think. And I have dressed up because why would you not dress up to come to a medieval fair? Look, I'm a proper peasant. So, and this proper peasant is hungry. I think we should go find food. I was just saying that there's a lot of Asian food here, considering this is a medieval fair. There's a Thai restaurant here. Whoa. And karoshi. Sushi. Yeah, so a lot of I was kind of surprised, I guess. Okay, cool. So we're inside like a restaurant. It's the restaurant. Yeah. Well, it's a good backdrop. Very nice mood, atmosphere for medieval fair. We're still inside of the castle grounds, right? So this is just a little pit stop because I think it's gonna start storming. So we were like, it's probably a good time to eat, and then we'll continue with our shenanigery after. Okay, cool. So we're going to eat a couple of traditional Polish dishes. I guess this is smalec, which is lard, and this is pickles. This is goulash, but I don't know much about goulash except that it's like a type of stew. If I'm eating this correctly.
You're so right.
Correctly? Okay. I've never had this type of dish before. So just ask for more bread. Is that not an option?
No, they're always like really thickly smeared with lard.
Oh my god.
Perfectly fine.
Oh god, okay. So I just put it on top like this? I don't know how to describe it. It tastes like fat. It tastes like fat. It's good. Pickles are sour. A lot of things going on here. Okay, goulash is good. Like goulash, I could have a whole bowl of goulash. It's really good. Is this bed? Like what's on it?
Probably beetroots.
Okay. Oh my gosh, that's scary. And this is mustard? Okay. I'll take a little bit. I think I will let Tomek have this.
So the restaurant actually has two entrances. We entered at a lower level and then took the exit upstairs, which led right out into a castle courtyard. There are tents set up all over the fairgrounds, probably likely for the staff to kind of rest out during the day. The atmosphere is really nice. There are shows and demonstrations that you can find in all different parts of the castle grounds. As the castle grounds are very big, so they're kind of placed everywhere. They're usually narrated as well, which is pretty cool, but they're narrated in Polish, so you might need to understand Polish or have somebody help you.
At the gift shop, before we exited the castle, we bought this nalewka bursztynowa. It's like little pieces of amber, and I guess you can make a tincture out of it. You mix it with spirits for 10 days, and then the tincture is ready. These are the conditions that you can use it for. So there's flu, asthma. It says you can put like 2 to 3 drops with tea each day. It's not scientifically backed, but I think it's kind of cool that you can buy like a little, I don't know, tincture souvenir at this Malbork castle, and it was only 10 zloty, which I think is around like $2-ish US. So
after we left the gift shop, we continued our journey around the castle grounds. Many of the streets along the castle grounds were lined with little medieval style booths, sporting medieval crafts, as well as lots of delicious foods.
So we got ostepek, which is a type of cheese that is normally, I think, from Zakopane, but they sell them everywhere in Poland because they're quite popular. This one's with cranberries. This is just grilled. Tomek is having it just grilled, and I want mine with the cranberries because I think that they're delicious. Cool. So we have lots of honey-related things. We made this candle. Making it is a bit of a stretch, but and we also got this mead spagiove, which is like a type of, I guess, honey. I'm not entirely sure what it is, but it's honey. So and we got this for. So we got both of these for 10 zloty. So I think the business model is you come and make a candle, and then they sell you their honey while you're there. But like honestly, it's not a bad price. For honey. I guess we'll try it when we have it with some tea. And then we have this lemonade. It's like honey lemonade.
Honey mint lemonade.
Honey mint lemonade. It's a little bit sweet, but not too much. It's quite nice. So. It's like the end of the day. It's around 6ish. Tomik and I are going to go back to our hotel and like have a little rest. Then we're gonna come back and watch a show. And Tomik wants me to talk about the buses because the buses in Malbork are free of charge, so you just hop on and hop off when you want. And I think that's really neat. And Tomik thinks it's really neat too. We both think it's really cool. So, yeah.
Now that it's sunset, we have returned for another show. This is the reenactment of the Siege of Malbork. This particular siege takes place in 1410. However, it's not the only one, as there were many other attempts to take this castle. For example, in 1454, 1457, and even after. Some little facts about this castle. So if you've ever seen Poland, you'll realize it's a geographically difficult piece of land to kind of secure and defend. And that's how you end up with something like Malbork, which is just a really big castle. The castle also has 3 walls surrounding it, so you have to break through 3 layers of walls in order to be able to take over this castle. So it was also a difficult castle to, well, take. If you're curious as to who is taking part of this reenactment, apparently there are orders of knights all over Poland, and they came here to take part in the reenactment. There's a lot of singing, like singing storytelling of the show. There's some bantering between the knights and things like that. Everything, of course, is in Polish, so unless you understand Polish or can have someone help you, you might have a bit of a hard time following. After the reenactment of the Siege of Malbork, the knights partied with some medieval metal music. Very endearing, and then we had the fire show, which I think for me was probably my favorite part of this evening.
So we think this is the main street of Malbork. This is like our 3rd time here, and it looks like the main street because there's many people here, and the street is all like stony and stuff. So you can't drink the water, but it works. So let's see. No, I don't think it works, dog.
It does. Keep doing this.
Okay.
Keep trying. Can I try?
Yeah.
Hold the camera. Yeah, this one doesn't work. No, some cities in Poland do have working pubs. Like Szczecin has plenty of them.
Oh, I see. This is day 2 of the medieval fair. We came back for a second day because we quickly realized that Malbork is very big and one day was not enough. I don't think we saw like half of what we wanted to see. I'm also standing in front of this I don't know how to call it. It's like a little section of like restaurants and little places that you could eat. So I think maybe we're gonna go in there and get like some meat and something to eat. So yeah. It's hard for me to say much about it because it's not, I wouldn't say this is like a super flavorful or unique cheese, although I guess it's kind of dry. I haven't had this yet. So we just got some mead normally, and I think this is mulled mead. Tomek was telling me this is like a high concentration of honey to water. So this is like 1 honey to 1.5 parts water. Really high honey content. You can see the richness of the color. I'm kind of excited to try mulled mead. Whoa, this is really sweet. It's like having liquid like candy. Whoa, that is like drinking straight up honey.
After breakfast, we decided to go find a place to shoot some bows and arrows, and we found this area that's kind of for children, and there's many other activities available here as well, but this was the only 2 that we were really interested in. Of course, in every single one of our videos, we have to have birds make an appearance, so after we did a little bit more walking around the castle, we found this place which had many birds.
He's heavier than I anticipated him to be. For some reason I thought birds were very light. I mean, they are light, but he's heavier than he looks. Yeah, I have.
On the second day, same as the first, as you're kind of walking around the grounds, there's many little demonstrations and shows all around the castle grounds that you can watch. Welcome to the Scriptorium. This is where you can learn calligraphy.
Fantastic. The ink is on the paper. This is success.
Cool. So we worked very hard on our calligraphy. It was very fun. Here's me practicing some letters. I also wrote some messages. Here I wrote hello egg. This is a message for Tomek, my name, and I just wrote hi to my dad because I used to practice calligraphy with him when I was a child, so I just sent him a little message that I was hard at work using the skills that I learned.
And I misspelled my name.
So we're back at our humble home after the medieval fair. It was a lot of fun. My top favorite things to do there were obviously the arrow and the crossbow shooting, as that is just, I don't know, a typical kind of thing that you do at a medieval fair. the Scriptorium, which was just really relaxing. The people there were really, really nice, and they took time to teach us how to write the scripts, which I thought was great. And of course the atmosphere, just being at the medieval fair, you know, just walking around and kind of seeing other people dressed up. That's also why I dressed up, is to get into the atmosphere. You know, being at the castle was really great. And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And thank you for watching if you've made it this far. I hope that this has inspired some people to also visit this medieval fair if you're into it. And even if you're not, I think you could still have a good time. So thank you for watching again, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!